thing you want to do is open up your Finish Links software on here before you connect your cameras. That way, as soon as you turn your cameras on and you get power, that file will load into your Finish Links software. Then you want to make sure that your computer is connected to the hub with an Ethernet cord, and then your Hy-Tek computer also needs to be connected to the hub with an Ethernet cord.
That is the box that makes the computers talk to each other.
Then you make sure that your power supplies for both cameras, that the Ethernet comes
from
the hub
to power box is the in. Then your Ethernet cord from your power box out to your camera. Same for your placing camera. Power in, Ethernet cord in to your hub, power out to your camera.
On the Finish Links one, you want to make sure that the black cord connected to your camera lens is plugged into this first slot here, and then the white cord is plugged into the remote control box here. That allows you to adjust the image from the computer using this box here. If you're using a Radio Link timing starter, you'll want to plug that into the Radio Links port, and there's a little notch. It's pretty easy to figure out. There's a notch here. You line that notch up and you plug that in. And then you have to power this camera on. This camera has to be powered on. The Finish line, the other camera does not have to be powered on. It turns on automatically.
And that is where your Ethernet cord plugs in. And then your radio is the one connected there. You can either set it there or you can set it here. Okay. Next, we have your battery pack, which your battery pack has to be connected to your outlet. If you are up in a press box, you don't necessarily have to have it. The only risk is if your power goes out. This is for your hub. This is for each of your power strips for your cameras.
You can also plug in your computers to the battery pack, but you do not want to plug your printer into the battery pack or it will overload it. So if you have a printer with your Hy-Tek computer, it has to be on its own power source. So when you have your camera set up, you want to make sure that this is in tight and that this base is on tight to the attachment here. If you need to adjust the camera left or right to get where it's pointing at your finish line, this knob here, you turn it clockwise and that adjusts your angle left to right, so you can turn it this way until it's pointing at the line. And then you have two other adjustment knobs over on this side that will, if you turn it clockwise, this lets you point down or up depending on where your finish line is at, and then this knob gets you tilted side to side. And so we want to try to start each of those at 0 if we can. That way we're all level and ready to go.
There's also a level,
there's one here,
right in here, that you want to make sure you're level, and then right over here. And you actually want your we don't have it set up as high as it'll go, but you want your tripod set as high as it'll go. And on your ID cam, or on your Finish Links camera, you want to be able to see from the
hip of lane 1,
hip of lane 1, and then all of lane 8, whoever is running.
When
this is the what?
This is for the finish line camera. So when you first load it in, you'll have to click the 2D alignment button up here with the square, and that allows you to then use your controls over on the right hand side of the screen to adjust your image. So right now you can see our green line, that's going to be our finish line. When the body crosses that plane, that's what the computer's going to get a time for. So right now it's kind of crooked, so I'm going to use this to straighten it up, this little curve button right here. This one helps make the line straight up and down, and then I'm going to adjust it over until it lines up with my finish line, the inside part of that. And then I can see here I might need to do some more like fine-tuning adjusting here to get it straight. And sometimes you're going to have to do some more detailed tuning on the camera itself. But you basically want this green line to line up with your finish line.
Okay, so whenever you open Track Meet Manager, it'll ask you first if you want to update. You do not want to update. So it'll ask you a couple things. Just hit no on everything until it opens up. First thing you need to do is make sure that you have the right meet. It will always open a meet, so it'll be whatever meet was open last. So make sure that you go to File and find the meet that you need to open up for whatever you're transferring over with VB Meets. That's what you need to do first. So if I'm doing the varsity meet, I would open that first. Okay, it's already open. Then you're ready to upload and transfer over your information.